everybody. It is a Saturday morning and we are continuing the work on the house, getting ready to start on the kitchen. It's been a few weeks. I kind of took a break because it was just working nonstop in the house and I just kind of wanted to relax last weekend. So I took about a 2-week break. I did change jobs again. So I started my new job on May the 4th. So I really haven't been able to do anything in the house during the week. But I will flip the camera around and show you what I have done so far. The house is a wreck, so I'm gonna go ahead and pre-warn you there. Not really much we can do about that. Like I said, complete wreck. Because I've moved everything that was on the counters kind of away from the walls so that I could cut in. About 2 weeks ago, I did kind of try a little bit of the paint to see what it would look like. And as you can tell, this paint here on this column is what we painted everything with, living room and everything. For the kitchen, we chose a tiny bit, it was on the same color swatch, but just a little bit lighter gray, just to have a little bit of color variation so that everything wasn't the same color. And I've gone around and sanded all the areas that I had caulked. Not caulked, but spackled. I did have to put another coat of spackle on the holes that we have here where we had the shelf hanging up. I don't think I'm gonna put that shelf back up because we are gonna be remodeling the kitchen. We've been talking about maybe doing it sooner rather than later. We're gonna get an IKEA kitchen because it is a nice kitchen. We really like the kitchen. The cabinets are really easy to install, a lot cheaper than what we could get a kitchen anywhere else. So I think that's what we're gonna go with. We may be doing that sooner rather than later. So we're not gonna be putting that shelf back up, because it would just create more holes in the wall and we don't want to do that. So I'll have to put that shelf somewhere else. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that yet. The plan is to get a barn door for this pantry wall because we have this wall, so we do have the room to have it slide out. I was going to paint the kitchen cabinets and redo the counters, but since we may be remodeling the kitchen sooner rather than later, I probably will not do that yet. I am going to do that in the bathrooms. So those are other projects to come. Last night I made some keto fat bombs, some peanut butter keto fat bombs. So this is what this is. I left it in the freezer too long and I was really tired last night, so I went ahead and went to bed. I'm trying to thaw it out so that I can make the peanut butter balls to put in the fridge for my peanut butter fat bombs. Also wanted to give you an update up here. I don't think I've shown you this. Let me cut the light on so that we can see when we go up here. We did hang up the coffee filter light that I made years ago, so wanted to show you that. Here it is. We got the office moved back together. I do have a few little things left to do up here, but for the most part it's done. Of course we still have to get artwork. That's going to come later, but we got the coffee filter light that I made years ago up finally. This thing has been like sitting in the floor for years. Let me cut it on and I will show you what it looks like. I think it looks really cool up here myself. This office chair came with the house. I would like to get a nicer chair, just something that goes with the space a little better. Also would like to get a little rug for up here. Finally got it hung after all these years. That's really the only update we have up here. The only other update, we did get some side tables for our movie room. We got them from Target. They're the Hearth and Home, I think it is. Hearth and Home, Joanna Gaines. We got those. I think they look really nice up here. So we'll probably get just some little things to put on there. We haven't really done anything else in here, as you can see. It's just kind of set like it has the last time. I still need to get some hooks or something to hang all my Mickey ears. But that is all the updates we have done up here. And I am still working on the chairs. I still have to do all of these. These are pretty much finished as far as distressing. Got everything over here styled. I got some flowers to put in my antique decanters, whatever they're called, that my dad gave me. And I moved the flower that we had on the shelf in the kitchen here, and the wine little thing there, so I think it looks really nice. So those are all of the updates from the upstairs. Slowly but surely the house is coming together. It just takes time. It takes time to do all this stuff, time and money. I'm gonna get cutting in and I will show you the progress along the way. Got all the cutting in done and I am rolling the walls now. I've got this whole area done up until here. Then just have to move onto the bar area, and this area I am going to paint the inside of the pantry like I have done with all of the closets in the bedrooms, so that is going to be a challenge, but yeah, I'm liking the color. All right, I have the breakfast nook area done and getting ready to start on the kitchen area, which shouldn't take too long because we just have this wall, that wall, and that wall, and then of course the tiny little wall that faces, whatever you call that, that tiny little wall there that's on the other side of the pantry. And it's looking good. Hopefully you're not going to be able to see this line here when the paint dries. That is the line where the paint sheen, I guess, changes, because I guess when the house was built they used two different sheens. This over here is probably like an eggshell, and then the kitchen is painted in high gloss, and that's where they started the high gloss line, right there where you can plainly see. So when the paint dries, I'm hoping you're not going to be able to see that. So the plan with the kitchen, I think I mentioned it in the video that I did yesterday. We are going to try to qualify for the IKEA project card. We figured that we'd probably just remodel the kitchen sooner rather than later, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to wait until we buy a rental, because if we go ahead and apply for the project card now and we are able to get approved for that, then it'll be paid off pretty much by the time we get around to being able to buy a rental, which is probably not going to be 3 to 5 years from now. So that card would either be almost paid off or pretty much paid off by then. So it didn't make a lot of sense for us to wait to remodel the kitchen. So we're thinking about going ahead and doing it now. So I'm gonna pretty much show you what our plan is. So we are keeping the refrigerator where it's at. The stove and microwave is probably gonna stay where it's at. I'm kind of thinking about maybe moving the microwave because IKEA has a cabinet that is specifically for a microwave. But I'm not sure about that because we would probably have to reconfigure some electrical there. So I'm not sure about that yet. But just for this video's sake, we're just gonna say we're leaving the refrigerator where it's at, stove and microwave is staying where it's at. We are going to have to move the plumbing because the idea is this whole section here is going to go away and swing out on this wall. Basically, we're extending the kitchen into this breakfast nook area because we're never gonna use this as a breakfast nook, and we want to have an island in the kitchen. So I am debating, and maybe you guys can leave me a comment below and tell me what you think we should do, but we are debating of moving the plumbing either against this wall or moving the plumbing in the middle here where we would have an island and actually having the sink in the island, because we could have the sink and the dishwasher in the island and have more counter space and cabinetry over in this area. Dave wants to have like a bar area here and with like bar seating, and that way it looks out onto the pool area. I think that that might be kind of cool. Maybe we would change out the window to like a swing open window. I'm not sure about that yet, but we are wanting to have like a little bar area here. cabinetry and countertop swinging out here, and then an island in the middle here. And so that is what the plan is for the kitchen. And I will try to insert the IKEA kitchen that we're looking at here, so you can kind of get an idea of what we're going for here. The coffee area, I'm not really sure what to do with. Maybe you guys can leave comments below and tell me what you think we should do with it. I'm not sure if we will replace all this with the IKEA cabinetry that we're wanting so that it matches the kitchen, or if I should paint this area, just like paint the countertops and paint the cabinets and have like a little different look. I'm not sure. I kind of want to keep everything cohesive and have the same IKEA cabinetry that we're going to put in here in the coffee area as well, just so everything flows together. That's what I would like to do, but you guys tell me what you think. We thought about taking out the cabinets down here and having like a wine cooler put in. That's something that we're considering as well. We are going to be upgrading the appliances as well, probably on Black Friday, so that we can get a bundle deal with buying everything together: microwave, stove, fridge, and dishwasher. So I think that's what we're probably gonna do. Kitchen paint is done. I think it turned out really nice. Huge difference from the way it looked before. Everything just looks really nice and clean. You don't see scuff marks everywhere like you did before on the walls and the trim. So it just looks really nice and clean. Today I am caulking around the window frame so that Dave can hang the blinds in the kitchen. So I have to clean these windows really good and then caulk around them. And I am going to pull everything out of the pantry and start painting the pantry. So that is how the kitchen turned out, and just wanted to show you that. And see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.